Welcome to Space Socket. A 23-year-old woman says she feels like certain men hate her. Kevin Samuel steps in to check her. Let's dive in.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How old are you? The other woman that just joined.
Me?
Yes.
23.
Two 23-year-olds.
Hey.
So, the first one, your
Z.
name is
Z, like the last letter of the alphabet.
Z, and your initial, first initial, ma'am?
It's S.
S. All right, Z, what do we got? What are we doing? What are you talking about?
Um, I literally just got on here, so I just wanted to see if there was a topic question. If not, I have a question for you.
What's the question?
Okay, so I'm currently seeing someone who I've been with for a while now. We broke up, got back together, kind of, and I just feel like there is something that's holding him back from fully committing again, and I feel like it's from past
How long are
um,
you guys together?
when we were together. Um, a few months. We were very new. We started off as friends, so our intimate relationship, wasn't that long. So we
Okay.
kind of, we built a friendship first.
So you together how long, though? A couple of months?
Yeah, about I want to say from my birthday, which is March, April, May, June, July, August.
Okay,
So
so
like
how long have you guys been talking again?
over a year, almost 2 years now.
So, first time you were together were for a couple of months,
Yeah.
and now you've been with him for 2 years.
Oh, I thought you said how long have we been talking?
Yeah, since the first time.
Yeah. Well, we're not together, but we've, stayed in contact.
I don't understand the question. Are you dating him again?
So that's what I'm saying. I don't understand. I'm trying to figure
It's
out
over.
one more time.
It's over. There's nothing to figure out.
As far as us reconciling, that's what I'm saying. No,
Is he asking you to be his lady?
that's what we're working towards.
Is he asking you? No, no. There's no working towards it with somebody you've already dated.
Well, that wasn't clear. So we're just,
You ladies often don't want things to be clear. What I'm
I
hearing
do.
is an unclear story. I met somebody, we dated for a couple of months, it ended. 99% of relationships end.
Mm-hmm.
You went your way, he went his way. You guys started talking again, whatever. All right. And has he said, I want to see you exclusively? Is that
Well,
yes,
yes,
no?
yes.
Okay. When did that conversation happen? How long ago?
Um, about a month ago,
All right. So you guys have been seeing each other exclusively for a month.
technically.
Now, technically, man, we see that it is or it isn't.
Well, we're not in a relationship. We're not exclusive right now. That's the thing. We've been just in the talking stage again, I guess.
See, gentlemen, what we're hearing right now is women don't want to, y'all don't like putting, this is what titles are for. You got nothing.
Right.
He's not your man. He's not trying to be your man. And it sounds to me like it ain't going nowhere. You want something that he doesn't want.
That's not true, though.
All right. If he wanted you, here's the thing about men. When we want something, we make it known.
Right.
What do you want?
What does he want, you said, or what
What
do
do you want?
For me?
I,
I
No,
was
her. So I'm getting here in just a second. What do you want? The young lady, I'm still talking. What do you want with him?
I want to be in a relationship, a long-term relationship with him.
Uh-huh.
I see.
Okay. Okay. And you want that with him.
Yeah.
And does he want that with you? Yes or no?
Yes.
How has he communicated that?
Saying that verbatim, but also saying that there's things that we need to fix or work through because of certain things that we've been dealing with in our past.
You only were together 2 months before you stopped seeing one another. Okay.
No,
So
about
folks,
4 months, I said.
okay, ma'am, I'm good. Young lady, this is too complicated. How a relationship starts is how it will end. This is too much chaos, too much confusion. I am 52 and I do this in real life, and I can't even get answers to understand where you are. Chaos, no peace, no relationship.
Hmm.
You want something that ain't there. There ain't nothing you need to work on with somebody you ain't even had a relationship with. How old is he?
He is about 30 now, 31.
Yeah, it's a wrap. I know your feelings are involved in it, but at 30 years old, there should be more definitives to this stuff. How are you doing, S? Is it S or Z?
It's S.
I'm Z.
Okay. Sorry, that's not what you want to hear, man, but
No, it's
it's just
absolutely
chaos.
fine.
It's chaos. It shouldn't be chaotic.
Mhm.
Especially
That's
if he's
fair.
almost, it is, man.
No, I said I agree
Yeah,
because
yeah, it
that's how I
shouldn't be.
feel.
Yeah, and that is an uneasy feeling. And you
Hmm.
should not be starting off a relationship in an uneasy feeling. Get
Hmm.
out now before you get your heart broken.
Hmm.
What's going on, S?
Thank you.
Hi, so
Sorry.
I just wanted
What?
to know, like, how do I know you said something about attracting a high value man. I just wanted to
Mhm.
know the steps to attracting, like, how do I become a high value woman, like, with my parents and just like my status?
How long you been watching my content?
For like 3 months now.
Hmm. So you know I ask lots of questions. My first question is why do you want a high value man?
Because I feel like their vibration is much, it's like that's a different type of lifestyle. Like I've never experienced someone with like a lot of financial wealth. Like I never had that type of man. So
Okay.
I kind of want that in a way.
How do you know that? Have you been around? If you've never had it,
Hmm.
where have you seen? Where have you interacted with these men?
I just seen it like I live in Atlanta, so when I go up to Buckhead, I just see like a lot of rich men that are wealthy, and I'm like, wow, like I wonder how it feels to actually live that type of lifestyle with someone like
Okay.
that.
Did you go to college?
Yeah, I did.
Did you graduate?
Yeah,
What's your degree in?
dental assisting.
It's a 2 year degree?
Yeah, it was 2 years.
Okay. So just like going to school, getting into Georgia Tech has one standard, but getting into a junior college has another standard.
Hmm.
But getting into Harvard has another standard.
Right.
You're trying, the kind of men you're talking about, you're asking about getting in the top tier of men. But just like trying to get into school, the requirements are heavier because of the payouts.
Hmm.
Is it you want the lifestyle or do you want the man?
I kind of want the man because I know like he could provide, and I would be okay. Like, cause I don't like working and just stay
Okay,
out.
but so in other words, you want the lifestyle.
Yeah, and the man, but
No, the man provides the lifestyle, but everything you talk about is a lifestyle.
right.
You want a man because you don't want to work.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fair. How tall are you?
I am 5'4",
Dress size?
probably size a little 12,
How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
215.
Any children?
No, no children.
Uh, your mother and father, were they married?
No, they weren't. My mom actually had me at a young age.
Mm-hmm. How many
Yeah,
kids did your mother have?
5.
Okay, all by the same man?
No,
How many different fathers?
it's like 4. It's like 3 different people.
Three different fathers,
Different
including
fathers.
yours, or four total?
I'm the first one.
No, no. Is there three fathers of five kids, or there four fathers of five kids?
It's the 4 fathers of 5. No, it's the 3 fathers of 5 kids.
Okay,
Yeah.
so um, so you didn't come. So you came from a single mother with five kids and three men.
Mhm.
Um, and like most people, you didn't grow up around these kind of people. They move differently. These men move differently,
Yeah.
and you don't work around them. You don't interact with them. You
Mhm.
just see the conspicuous consumption. You
Right.
just see what it is, and
Mhm.
you want that.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, in Atlanta, you also see a lot of drug dealers too, right? Right.
Yeah.
Uh huh. Well,
Certain clubs, of course.
okay. then why not date them?
They're very abusive, disrespectful. Like they're the type that won't. I feel like honestly, black men just don't like me. I don't know what it is.
No, you were doing okay until you put all of us in one category.
Right.
Can't do that.
Hmm.
You don't know all black men. You know, very small set of black men. So let's not do that with my brothers, please.
Okay.
Would you like me to say that? Would you like black men to say that about you?
No, I wouldn't. I apologize for that.
So, in other words, but the drug dealers, they got the money.
Hmm.
They got access to that lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
But you don't like what comes with that.
Yeah. The trouble, the watching over your shoulder, like those are the type of. I'm trying to. My mom dated those type of men, and I'm actually trying to drift away from
Okay.
those type
But
of.
what I'm trying to draw a parallel is just like drug dealers conspicuously consume a lot, but you don't like what you perceive comes with dealing with people like that. Men on this side got a lot of things that come along with it. And what do you think they want from a woman?
To be cooperative and to like the things that you say, like fit, cooperative, and just has
Well, illegal immigrants can get into this country
hmm.
and stand in front of Home Depot or day labor center, they get cooperation from their wives.
Right.
Men across the board want cooperation. But what is one of the first things I say men want from a woman from a physical standpoint?
Want like the physical, like beauty, basically.
Before that,
Because you say it, because I don't really
fit,
fit.
feminine,
Hmm.
friendly, cooperative, submissive. So
Okay.
automatically you're 200 and some odd pounds.
Right.
That X's you out of the game right there.
Hmm.
You're 23 and height weight adjusted. Because if, you know what, let me do this. So, when was the last time you were dress size 6?
Oh, that was when I was like 13 years old.
Okay.
And last year I lost like 60 pounds. I got in a relationship, gained 40 back.
So
I was at,
what's the most you've ever weighed?
the most I've ever weighed was 240.
Okay. 59 inches. 59 inches. Um, and how much do you say you weigh right now?
215.
215 times. Divide by 3. All right. 215. So if we height weight adjusted you to the average man in this country is about 5'9", 3/4", 5'10", so like 6 inches taller than you,
Mm-hmm.
and height weight adjusted you, that would put you about around 260 pounds.
Oh, wow.
So if your weight was, and what I'm saying is if I moved you up to a man's average height,
Mm-hmm.
you're almost 100 pounds more than you should be.
Right.
So at your height, you should be 100 pounds less.
Mm-hmm.
So now be honest, when you see the kind of men you're talking about getting out of these cars with the suicide doors and these sports cars,
Right.
are you seeing large women get out of those cars?
No, only like the skinny girls. Like girls that are really skinny.
Well, what does that tell you?
I would have to get to that size basically. Like,
But more importantly, so I always saw with the fitness component, and if you're youngest and you have no children, you got no reason.
right.
There's no excuse.
Mm-hmm.
But why don't you want to work?
I don't know, because I want to learn more ways to get like money without standing on my feet. I don't know. It's just something I don't like doing, but I still do it though because I have to. I have to keep my type of lifestyle up. So, like, pay my rent. But it's something about it I just don't like.
Okay. Do you want children?
Yeah, I do.
How many?
Like 3.
So, man, why, in all honesty, why should somebody, why should you not have to work like everybody else in the world? Because here's another question. On a scale of 1 to 10, fresh face out of the shower, your natural hair, no makeup, no extensions, no lashes, what would you rank
Right.
your ex? You can't use 7.
A 1, I guess.
1 to 10.
Yeah,
A
a
1,
1.
a 1 is the lowest possible.
Yeah, I'm a 1.
Okay.
No, like I feel like maybe a 1 or yeah, maybe not even on the scale. Probably off. I'm probably just like average, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, average is 5.
Yeah. Maybe like
So
a 1 or a 0. I don't know.
that doesn't make sense, man.
1 to 10. Okay, so I'm a 1 probably. Yeah.
No, ma'am. What is an average grade? in high-
Or
What's a,
6, I
what's
guess.
an average grade? What letter grade is average?
A 6, I guess.
No, ma'am. Of the on your report card, what's an average grade? F, D, C's, B's, A's. What's average?
It's a C.
Right.
Right.
A C is not a 1. An F is a 1.
Yeah. So maybe I'm just a F. I don't know. I don't know
Okay,
what.
so if you're being serious,
No, I'm serious. I feel
if
like
you're
that's
being
probably it.
serious, and I don't mean any disrespect, young lady, but that right there wouldn't work. I mean, it's a
Right.
pretty simple thing to say, hey, I'm a 1, I'm average, it's like a 5, it's like, these men aren't on, you're not on their level.
Right.
And it's not really fair that'd be a fair deal for him?
Mm. Actually, it wouldn't. You're right. It probably wouldn't.
But I'm just curious as to why, high value or not, why not just do it an average man?
You're right.
But I'm asking, why not?
I don't really know what an average man is.
Have you ever had a relationship?
Not a long-term relationship, no. Probably like 4. I wouldn't even call them relationships. Probably like situationships, like 4 months, 3 months, things like that.
But you've had sex?
Yeah, of course.
No, not of course.
Okay.
So what is a wife's response? What's a woman's response? What's a wife's responsibility in the marriage?
A wife responsibility in the beginning
In a marriage.
in a marriage is to take care of a man, basically stay home, cook, take care of the kids, things like that.
Well, if everything you're saying is accurate and true, your mother having 5 kids
Yeah.
put you behind. Because then there's no way an average woman with 5 kids from multiple men can really raise those children.
Right.
You guys survived. So,
Hmm.
um, and there are a lot of things about relationships that you did not learn, but what it is for everybody is
Hmm.
you get where you are.
Yeah.
Um, and what I'm hearing from you is you want a high-end lifestyle.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like you live once, and when you're gone, you're
Mm-hmm.
just gone, and it
Yeah,
sucks.
I get it. Hold on, man. Hold the phone steady. Keep the
Hmm.
phone steady.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. It's a high-end lifestyle. But you ever go to Phipps Plaza?
I'm not really into like Gucci, Louis, Prada. Like,
You ever go to Lenox Mall?
Yeah, I went like a couple of times.
Okay. When was the last time you went shopping?
Actually, today.
Where'd you go?
Hmm?
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? What store did you go to?
Like average clothes for average people, H&M, you know,
Okay.
Forever 21, things like that.
Okay. Hold the, ma'am, please hold the phone. Your face is cutting off. You need to hold it up a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Right there. Leave it right there.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm about to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. H&M, fast fashion, fine. Um, did you shoplift? Would you pay?
No, I
Why?
paid
Why didn't you just take it?
because nothing's free, and I would go to jail if I did that.
But that's what you're asking. But nothing is free. You got to get what you can pay for.
Right.
So why should you have a high-end lifestyle that you can't pay for?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
Because you can't pay for it. So you
Yeah.
want somebody else to pay for it. Okay. If you want somebody else to pay for it, you got to give them what they want.
Yeah.
So, and this is what I think has happened a lot. You young ladies are seeing these lifestyles in front of your face.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know them. You
Right.
have no idea who these men are. Um, you don't have any idea what it's like to be with these men. Um, but you desire it, and that's not okay because that means are you happy with your life right now?
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
No,
Why not?
because of what parents that I don't know if you're spiritual or believe in God, but just the parents that I was given and just the circumstances. No, I'm not really happy with my life.
I believe in God, yes, but you're 23 and you're a grown up, you're an adult. You're responsible for your own life.
Yeah.
Your mother, good, bad, or indifferent, stopped being responsible for you at 18 years old.
Yeah.
So if you're not happy, it would make more sense to get happy with who you are versus trying to get stuff.
Yeah. That is true.
I think it would be good for you to sit down with a counselor.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, how much social media are you on, like TikTok and Instagram?
Just Instagram, but I deleted Instagram for 3 days and I got back on.
Well, I mean, this conspicuous consumption stuff is really warping a lot of young people's minds. The kind of lifestyle you're talking about is the people who can afford that legitimately are people in the top 1%.
Right. But how do we get in the top like 1% without
You have to earn the money legally.
yeah.
The men who get there, what kind of men who are not athletes, entertainers, or musicians? What kind of men earn that $400,000 a year?
Mm.
You don't shop at Gucci making $70,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
You don't shop at Tom Ford or Valentino or any of the stuff that's in Phipps. You have to have disposable income to buy a $600 belt.
Yeah.
But did you decide this kind of stuff when you were a little girl?
No.
No, because
I guess when I got
you lived in the house with your mother and your. Did you have an apartment or a house?
oh no, I got my own place. I
When
lived
you were young, when you were a young little
oh
girl,
yeah. Yeah, when I was younger for sure. Like
did you live in an apartment? Did you live in a house?
oh a
What?
house. We had a really nice big house.
How?
I don't know. My mom just made it work. I don't know how she did
No,
it.
but did your mother graduate high school?
Yeah, she went back to school after yeah, she did.
So how does a woman with a GED and 5 kids afford a big nice house?
Probably some things that I don't know about how she probably the guy that she got with took care of her. I don't know, but I just know, like, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do it because I don't really, me being in those shoes, like, I wouldn't know how to do that. Like, I don't think I'm strong in that field to, especially if I'm a single, like, mother.
Yeah, you see, that's unfortunate. Your mother modeled a bunch of stuff that's not helpful. But man, you're a dental assistant. That's middle income. That's average person.
Right.
You get an average life.
Right. I kind of want to do other things and further it though. Like, I don't
You
know.
want to do what?
I kind of want to go back to school and further or get my own business.
Own business and what?
I don't know. Like, just,
Young lady, listen to me what I'm about to tell you, okay? I need you to
okay.
really pay attention.
Okay.
There is no such thing as free money.
Mm-hmm.
Young black women have been told that having a business makes you rich or wealthy or well off. And an average black female business owner ain't rich. The average black woman in this country earns less than $30,000 a year. People don't pay you for nothing. So just because you hear people on Instagram talking about they made $5,000 in 2 days, when you hear people talking about they have a business, what do they have a business in? Selling lashes, bundles, some sort of real estate.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit with
Yeah.
some sort of multi-level marketing.
Yeah. Not nothing that's gonna last or leave a mark,
It's
basically.
it's what people who don't have real skills tell themselves so they don't have to deal with the fact that they don't have real skills. Their real skills are dental assistant, the real skills are whatever. In this world, competence gets compensated. If you don't hear anything else,
Mm-hmm.
get rid of this whole notion of I'm going to go to school and start a business. Why should anybody do business with you if you haven't even worked for somebody for at least 5 to 7 years and become an expert at something? Lashes, hair, crypto, or what is another thing? I'm an investor, real estate, uh, supplements, vitamins, travel. It's all bullshit. And it has really infected the black community to where we have our young black women like yourself, when you really should be in the prime of your life, being as fit as you can be, learning how to cooperate with a man so you can actually start, become a wife, uh, build a family and some stability and take the long, slow path. But you're like most women. You want it quick. You want it fast. You want it easy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's lazy.
Right.
And it shows up on your body.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to do anything that's going to require any work. Well, then what kind of man is attracted to a lazy woman?
Islam, pretty much.
It's not a fair trade for a man.
Yeah, it's not.
So I'm going to suggest that you really, one, there's a website called betterhelp.com. I'm going to suggest you go in there and find somebody to talk to,
Okay.
because there are a lot of things that just get a clean bill of health, because there's some things you shouldn't be talking about on Instagram. But it just doesn't hurt to talk to somebody about things that happened in life, things that you're confused about, with
Mm-hmm.
somebody who is private and who's actually trained to do that kind of stuff. That's number one. But number two, man, young lady, you gotta get yourself in shape. That is absolutely non-starter. Because one thing that I can say, my channel and my show is there's so many of our women who are overweight and obese, and that locks you out of the marriage market.
Right. I have a quick question as well. So
Okay.
let's just say if I like get surgery or get my body done and look like a high value woman, right? And I attract that type of man, do you think that's gonna probably detour my self esteem, or like what do you think? Like what can that do to a woman?
If you got your body done and did what?
Yeah, like if a woman gets surgery to actually look like these women that you're talking about, like do you think that'll like change something? Like I don't know.
Nope. First off, that's one of the worst things you could ever do. And the fact that you're so young and even that's in your mind, that's how warped our culture is. You're not supposed to want to have somebody cut on you.
Hmm.
These women are dying for this stuff. But I always say this in image, you can put a turd in the soup, but it's still a piece of shit.
Hmm.
Your mindset needs to be adjusted. And it doesn't work from the outside in, it works from the inside out first. And what I'm gathering is you don't sound like you really like your life or like what the prospects for the future are.
Hmm.
Okay, then you got to fix it. And it's not through get rich quick schemes. It's not through surgery and stuff like that. There are no fast solutions, man. It's called water, vegetables, 5 days a week in the gym, running, sweating, stretching, weightlifting for the rest of your life. But what do you think the people who go out here in the world, you think people just give folks money just because they show up? You got to earn that stuff.
Hmm.
And that's one of the things that if your mother's lifestyle is what it sounds like, she had a fast money kind of lifestyle where she didn't earn nothing. And usually women in your mother's position are getting money from men or getting money from the state because she can't make the kind of money to pay for 5 kids and not in a big house.
Yeah.
Um, average is good. High value, high end.
It's like all the way up there. Like, nah, you're right. You're
Well,
right.
it's not even realistic. It's like, I mean, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off. I want you to imagine you back in high school, and I want you to imagine that you went to history or English or something like that, and you've been not studying all year.
Hmm.
You ain't been paying attention, been skipping class. Then all of a sudden, it's the end of the semester, and you think you're gonna go in and ace the final and make an A+ in the class?
Mm. Without putting in the work.
There's no way to do it, man. If you've already been, you can't do that. Who can make an F all year and turn around and get the top grade?
Mm.
And that's effectively what so many women want to do. They want to live life at an F or C, or F, C, D, or possibly even a C level, and then that's not how life works.
Yeah.
That's how the drug dealers are trying to do it. The drug dealers are trying to get the money without doing the legal work. You know. So anyway, appreciate it.
A 23-year-old saying she feels like certain men hate her. Sounds emotional, but feelings don't always reflect reality. Because most of the time, it's not about hate. It's about preference, boundaries, and selection. This is where Kevin Samuels would step in with a reality check. Because when men don't choose you, disagree with you, or set standards that don't include you, it can feel personal. But it isn't necessarily hatred. It's just a mismatch. The issue comes in when rejection or disagreement gets interpreted as hostility. Because once you frame it that way, you stop learning from the situation and start defending against it instead. And that keeps the same outcomes repeating. At 23, this is where awareness matters. Not every man is going to like you, agree with you, or choose you, and that applies to everyone. The goal isn't universal approval, it's finding alignment with the right person. So the real lesson here is simple. Not being chosen isn't the same as being hated. Sometimes it's just incompatibility, different standards, or different expectations.